All right, we're called to order. Les, we're called to order. We got a good group, 30 I think. What? Oh, 30 of us here. And it's good to see all of you. We've got some new faces, so we're going to go around the room. Name, where you're from, and your call sign if you are licensed. We usually start over here. We're not going to today, because I'm not set in my ways. I'm a liberal. I'm for change.
Amen.
Thought that'd get more of a reaction. I got more friends here than I thought. Okay.
It was things with ing and er on the end I neglected to say.
Thank you.
Let's start right here and go around this table.
Okay, Richard Draper. I live between Music and Manton, and I don't have a call letter.
He doesn't have a call letter, but he has a viola and he knows how to play it. Okay?
I'm Jennifer Draper, and I don't have one, and I'm not going to get one.
Oh, okay.
I'm just supporting him.
You support him, and we're going to get him licensed.
Don't worry, we'll work on you.
Yeah, she will definitely work on you. Oh.
Betty Schweitzer, Florissant, Missouri, K0KST.
Missouri.
All right.
And Bill?
Bill Schweitzer, Florissant, Missouri, K0OMD.
And they're going to be here all summer.
Yay!
Might even come by and help out with field day. Glad you're here.
I'm Chuck. I'm Kilo 8, Charlie November Hotel, and I'm in Manton.
And they're here because they helped Chuck at the camp out in Manton, right?
Yes, I do.
Glad you're here. Way back there with Britt.
Nancy Walton, daughter of Alan Bennett.
We are glad to have you here, Nancy. Let's take you right now. Go ahead.
Phil Lamb, M8MZL, Cadillac.
And I did see you at Wall Ravens.
Les Smith, K8LES, Cadillac.
Lee, K88 UVN, Cadillac.
Brandy, KC8TXS, Cadillac.
Van, WALKV, Custa.
I'm Lynn,
And don't
WA.
forget, she's our daughter.
Lynn, W8UPB, Hoxeyville. Okay, let's go right over here, Tom.
Tom, WB8WYV, Cadillac.
Ruben, KFA, GMJ, Rose Lake.
Nick.
Nick, KF8FTO, Cadillac.
Keith, N8KRN, Cadillac.
Larry.
Larry, WN8P,
Come on, you can say it. Come on, come on.
Defunct Village of Marilla,
There you go.
Northeast Manistee County.
Bob.
Oh, me? N8BOB, Bob, and I live in Cherry Grove Township, down the road from Mike.
KD8VAI, Ray, Cadillac.
Commander Ray.
Commander, sir.
Colonel.
Colonel.
Careful, that's the wrong service, you say commander.
My name's Ken, WA8VES. I'm over at Woodward Lake.
Joe, N8PMF, Lake City.
Parker Motor Freight.
Steve, W8SJS, Cadillac.
Mike.
Mike, KFAPCR, Cadillac. Live, Phil, and Bob.
Go ahead, Phil. But you already did. We already. Forget Phil. Let's go with you, John.
John, N4DOU, Cadillac. Gordon, WACT, Lake City.
Rob, Marion, no call sign.
Tim, Cadillac, N8UDA.
N8JAP, Jeff from beautiful Cadillac, Michigan.
We already got Les.
Jordan, KF8DIJ, Cadillac.
Jack, K8HFX, Cadillac, in Eloy, Arizona. And
Debbie, come on.
Come on.
What did he say?
Debbie, KK7,
Arizona.
Arizona.
All right. Well, welcome. It's good to have you here. We got a lot. I'm just going to show something here that's kind of cool, just because I want to show it. Guys, sometimes will record your QSO, especially on CW, especially on Parks on the Air. I get this email out of the blue, and here's all my QSOs with WB0RJL, who's a big-time Parks on the Air guy. So here he is calling CQ. That's his call letter. This is me. That's he's calling me back. Give me a signal report. Back. that kind of neat? Just out of the blue, you hear yourself. I've never heard myself before. Now you have too. Lucky people. All right.
May I ask you if they didn't get all 3 papers, to let me know and I'll bring them.
Oh, Lynn,
Yes.
what is a QSO?
QSO is a conversation, a confirmed contact between two people. It's
But I
called.
didn't hear voices.
That was code. It was only code.
You mean a Morse
Morse
code?
code, yeah.
You know Morse code?
That's all I use. And it's not because it's great or anything, it's just because I like it. And I'm old. Who said I'm old?
Old
I want to
fashioned.
hear that. Oh. We were out taking a vote to excommunicate Rich from the club. All in favor? All right. Bunch of smart alecks. Let's do the minutes. Brandy, you're up.
The minutes of the May 7th meeting. Meeting was called to order at 6:29 PM. We did intros, the minutes were read and approved, the financials were read and approved. Keith had given Lynn a tour of the new building. It's very nice. We're all looking forward to Field Day. The County Road Commission had found a pole with a repeater antenna, 440 repeater. Gordy was going to get with them to figure out what the next steps were. We're looking for June and August programs at that time. And a video from our swap was sent out to 82,000 people, and I do believe that there were some sales made because people saw stuff on tables. Very cool. I'm hoping that maybe a very, very small percentage of the 82,000 comes and visits us next year. Only, I'd love everybody to, we don't have a room. Steve noted that he was going to attend the Contest U seminars at the Ham, Finch, and Dayton. Interesting day, etc. I'm sure he's going to report on that. And I asked about contacting the local leadership group and using them to help fundraise for funds if we need to move the repeater, because why not ask somebody else to get money for us. We had a very good turnout with the swap. We had everybody but one pass their testing. We may have embroidery for next year, and Ray and his group did well with food. Overall, it was good, just looking for maybe getting more hands, younger hands to do setup, tear down, and general help next year. So hopefully we can find another group. Meeting was adjourned at 7:31 p.m.
Thank you, Brandy. Do I have a motion to approve? Mike, second it. Keith? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Again, thanks for your good work, Brandy. Let's see. How much money do we have? Lee?
No, we need a loan.
Uh-oh. Bad news coming.
Okay, there's 3 pages.
Just a second. You know, it takes me a while to negotiate this.
You can do it.
Okay. There you go. Holler when you need help.
Okay. All righty, for, there, oh, it's easier on here. I don't need to look up there, do I? All right. Okay, just to bring you up to speed here, this side here is the income, and this side over here is the expenses, okay? And then they go across. So anyway, it was pretty, our big month was last month, it was prior month. But we had, let's see, 50-50 there was income, $20. We had a couple dues that were paid. Telephone bill to Bob and Eric. He's kind enough to handle the billing. I sent him a check. And then we're running low on checks, so I bought some checks. So that's pretty much it for the month. And then I need the somewhere. Everybody here back there?
No.
You didn't complain.
I got some good news for you, Bob. Hold
Can
on.
you turn the PA on?
Is this any better?
Yes.
Guess we should use it then.
Yeah, sure.
We're a bunch of
I
hams.
just have to believe, I just have to
Close.
make,
Hold it close, lady.
yeah, I can't, I have to remember that it is not my mic in the shack, right? I could be anyplace. Okay, all right, so, the summary is an ongoing by month, January through December. So you can see, May is the last one on here. And then it just tallies on down, and we have income of the year for $1,544.14 is what we have right now. So, and the checkbook, no, it's not on here. It's on the other page. Anyway, let's go to the next one. All right. Thanks, Lou. All right, well, I put this together just, for my own self-satisfaction and to let you guys know where we're gonna stand. It's not gonna be exact at the end of the year, but hopefully it's close. But this is our forecast for the remainder of the year. Income and dues, this is exactly what we had last year, $799 between now and the end of the year. New drawing, I guess. So there's a total of $888 for income. And then we got expenses for postal box, 192, field day was 150, porta potty was 105. Probably won't have that this year. Phone line, $168. Picnic, $90. Insurance, $721. That's our biggie. Our big ones between now and the end of the year really is the insurance and the post office box.
What about repeater rent?
What's that?
What about tower rent?
Tower rent's after the first year.
Okay.
We've already paid that, thankfully. But a good question. So we got a total expenses forecast of $1,526. So income for the remainder of the year is a minus $638. Income to date is $1,542. Forecasted income for the rest of the year end is $904. Our checkbook balance today is $4,754, and with the forecasted income, hopefully we'll be up to $5,658.
That sounds like good news.
Good news.
We have a motion to accept, approve. Gordy, second. John? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Yeah, thanks. It's a lot of work. Yeah, good to see that balance.
Yes.
Okay, what do we have next? President's report. By the way, this is probably the last time we're going to have a meeting here at the church. If everything goes as planned, and I believe it's a done deal, we will be at the airport new pavilion. With your assent, I think it would be nice to send a letter from the club to the church leadership, thanking them and informing them that we're not going to be here. Nothing personal, but they've been very generous to us and a good place to have our meetings, but I think you'll like where we are headed. This Saturday there are two actually big things going on. For those of you that are Parks on the Air people, there's a big meetup at Hartwick Pines State Park from 11 till 3. We've got burgers and hot dogs for free. If you want more information, go to that site. And let's see, what else? Oh, the Hudsonville Swap is Saturday. I think it starts at 8, and it's a good one. An interesting thing to consider, though I'm not advocating for it, it's going to be somebody else's job. Their ticket price is $10.
It was 8 last year, and they said they were going to go up, so.
And that's happening at more and more swaps.
Yep.
We need to think about that. That's all I want to say. But, speaking of Parks on the Air, there have been quite a few that have been interested in doing this, and I think we might be coming up sometime this summer to have another group Parks on the Air. So stay tuned for that. Our July meetings at the Wexaukee County Airport. I'll give you a little update from my recent visit there with Steve yesterday. I saw it about a month ago, and it was basically a box with a concrete floor. It is fantastic. It's going to be a great home for a field day coming up at the end of the month. The floor, they've got a really nice epoxy finish on it. Huge door at one end, and at the other end, a regular kind of a garage door, so it gets a nice breeze through there. And why don't you give us a little more update on the details? Like, I think you've got speakers and jacuzzis and things like that.
Well, there's no jacuzzis because there's no water. But there are facilities in the terminal building, so we'll be using the restrooms over there, which is just a 35-foot walk over from one building to the other. In terms of what we have in the building right now, we have an American flag, so all your meetings start with the Pledge of Allegiance. We have a flag. We have 2 whiteboards, so we can be doing classroom type stuff. We'll have a 135-inch projector screen with a projector, so we can be doing PowerPoints. There'll be on the east and the west wall, there'll be 5 speakers mounted up on the walls, which will be tied into the AV system. There's a big fan up on the ceiling to generate some circulation. We have 36 tables, and unlike the ones at the swap, you don't have to pull the legs and carry these. The tops just flip sideways, and then they stack by rolling next to each other, and then you could just roll all the tables to the corner. And we don't have it yet because the state hasn't given us the funding, but the plan is to build a storage closet the whole length of the one wall, and all the tables and chairs can go into the wall. So we have 36 tables, we have 80 chairs, we have 2 dollies that you can put them on. What we've decided is we're going to order a 3rd dolly because they get rather tall and a little wobbly, and I'd hate to have them fall on somebody. We have 3 trash containers inside. We will have 3 outside. We have 4 benches outside. We were supposed to get a refrigerator today delivered, but it didn't arrive. We have a 5-burner Blackstone griddle top grill, so we'll be able to cook. And I'm missing anything.
I was intrigued by the fact that he ordered these really nice trash containers. You've seen them, and it's like at McDonald's, you flip open the door, but when he did, there's no trash containers inside. So, being the innovative man that he is, he went shopping around and he found one that almost fit, but we'll have to trim off some of it.
Right, they're only an inch too tall, so we're going to have to do some work there. Eventually, we have an EAA chapter from Mason that has donated a biplane that's got a 20-foot wingspan, 15 or 18 feet long, and we'll have it hanging from the ceiling if we ever get all the parts and get them all put together. So I think that's about it.
Keith and his team has done a fantastic job of bringing this along, and it's going to be not just for field day and not just for club meetings, it's going to be a great resource to the whole community. We can do classes out there, a radio camp, aviation camp we're going to do with the radio section in it. It's fantastic. Steve, you were out there. Do you have anything to add?
I would add the generator. I think that's
It's got a big
cool
full
feature. So
generator
about emergency power.
Yeah, one of the things we want to do is at some point get to a state where we can act as an alternate incident command center and auxiliary communications, working with emergency management from the county and the 911 dispatch. And so as part of the pavilion, I ordered a 24,000 watt generator that will kick in. So if we are serving in that capacity during an emergency, we'll have emergency power to back us up. Yes, Cory.
Internet access?
There will be, we haven't quite figured out yet because the AV guy hasn't come. He's got a router that supposedly will handle 200 users. And we just have to figure out how we're gonna hook into Spectrum right now. Whether we can hook into the Spectrum that's in the terminal building, or if we're gonna have to run a whole new line. As part of it, a lot of you may have heard, we have PFAS at the airport, so as part of the funds for the pavilion, I got fresh water installed from Herring Township and sewer, so we now will have clean water in the terminal building, and then once if we ever are able to expand it to what we originally had decided we wanted to do, which is twice the size of what it is now, we will have bathrooms and a kitchenette area, and so it'll have PFAS-free water, so we'll have that.
It's really great, and even if you don't want to operate or participate in field day, that'd be a good chance to come out. And will there be any other opportunities for people to take a look at it?
Yeah,
This is top secret.
Yeah, don't spread this around yet. Hopefully tomorrow we will have this confirmed, but June 25th at 4:30, we will have an official ribbon cutting, which will be followed by a short presentation, and then socializing with hors d'oeuvres and beverages. And we will have stations set up in the pavilion, so those that are attending can go and find out more about what we're doing in our 4 partnership areas, which include aviation, economic development, public safety, and education. And we will have our 5-screen flight simulator on display at that celebration.
It's going to be a great resource for the community, and we get opportunity to use it, and with opportunity comes responsibility. And I've offered you to show up Saturday after coffee. These tables are wonderful, and is it 2 bolts?
It's a bolt that holds on each leg, and then 2 bolts from each side that holds on a panel, and then you screw on the 4 wheels.
Are those 9/16?
They're 11/16. So
if we had 6 or 8 guys show up with 9 or 11/16,
11/16.
we'd have those 36 tables done in an hour, and it would really help him out. He even sweeps the place out at night, and he shouldn't have to do that. He's the boss. So I said, I'll have some guys there Saturday after coffee. So if you can, it would really be great. It's not heavy, it's not lifting. One guy holds this, the other guy puts in the nut, and they're done.
I'm volunteering Rob. I'll be there.
Thanks, Rob.
Plus, I have another question.
Sure.
So, we do a picnic in August.
Yeah.
Where was that picnic at last year?
The Veterans Park.
Okay, I found out today, the Veterans Park, I hate to say this, but some kids went there and vandalized. The Veterans Park, I think they had $77,000 worth of bottles returned, got stolen.
I don't think it was 77,000.
That's what this total was, the 400 was stolen.
400 were total?
Yeah, and but thus far, they've turned in $77,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read that.
But we will be having the picnic at the pavilion.
Picnic
If that's what the club wants.
I think we want that Blackstone grill fired up.
I got 2 of them. I got one at the house and one at the cabin. I love my Blackstones.
Yeah, I've been kind of looking. They look nice. You can do a whole meal on them, right?
Oh yeah, I do it all the time. I got people come, my Air Force buddies come up in August and I cook for 6 people all on one flat top.
We're trying to recruit other groups and organizations. Obviously, the Civil Air Patrol will be using it every Monday evening for their squadron meetings. But I found out one of the tenants, his wife is part of the garden club, so I'm trying to get the garden club to hold their monthly meetings there, and then maybe we can spruce it up a little bit. around here.
Okay. Open mic, and we're gonna start with a mic. Open mic? Come on, real quick. You get 30 seconds.
This is. What did I see in this book?
Show and tell.
Show and tell. Back in February, for ugly contest, I had this microphone. Well, I finally got it finished. It's been a year because I bought it at the Hamfest in 2025.
You get right on things.
It's taken me a year, but what I did was I laid out a printed circuit board with it's treble and bass, boost, plus amplification, and anyway, it works. I got it all set up. I even had to rewire the 8-pin connector because the ICOM uses the same connector, but the Kenwood has a different pin out, so I had to change that. And what I got here is a low-pass filter, low-pass pi filter. This is a power supply. It's adjustable, 3 to 24 volt at 3 amp, but it's a what do you want to call it? It's not an analog power supply. It's a switching mode power supply, right?
Yeah.
And it has a horrible sawtooth.
Yeah.
Had a horrible sawtooth, so I did a low pass filter to smooth it out.
Very good,
Okay,
thank you. Gordy?
I just wanted to say, nobody from, on that repeater has gotten in contact with me.
Really?
Not a phone call, no email, no nothing.
Wow. Okay.
On what repeater? The old 440.
The old 440, yeah. Les?
Just a quick one. The church here is getting our plexiglass protective panels redone. The old plexiglass, there's several pieces right out here. If anybody wants them, you can have them. They're still translucent at least. It's 1/4-inch thick plexiglass. So.
That's your stained glass window protectors?
Uh-huh. They're leaning against the wall right over here. They're free.
Make a lot of dipole insulators.
I was going to say, that's the first thing I said, antenna insulators.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to take a break. You get your coffee, you get some more tickets, so you'll win a lot of money. And then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about Field Day. And then we're going to get a report from the largest gathering of amateur radio operators in the world. And we had 2 people there. Go to it.
Okay, I'm just going to show you the pictures. That's going to be part of what I'm going to talk about today. And my day started at the Air Force Base, which I attended Contest University.
Steve, hold it closer and speak up.
Or turn it up.
I've got an allergy, so you're going to have to bear with me.
Jordan's going to turn it up.
Okay, thanks, Jordan. So I started off the Air Force Base, and
there you go.
I was at Contest University. I think John spent most of his time at the actual event. So most of us call it Dayton, that have been doing it for a while. It's actually in Xenia, Ohio. I'm going to basically show some photos, and if you know any of the people in these pictures besides me, just say who they are, and I've got some fabulous prizes for you. Contest University isn't just for contesters, it's for everyone, and the agenda is pretty big, and I spent most of my time trying to get the most out of my station, so I attended a lot of technical sessions. There are sessions at the actual Dayton event itself, but Contest University is one day, hosted by Duffy, the CEO of DX Engineering. And like Lynn said, there are 36,000 people there plus. And so if you think ham radio's dead, stand in that line, because it was a long line. So it is a very well attended event. The exhibitions are all inside. I spent my time there. I don't go outside to any of the flea market stuff, so I'm hoping that you didn't either. Okay. I like to spend my time in this area. I'm not particularly looking for anything that's used or any parts that are hard to get or anything like that. So I spent time talking with people and ended up buying a new Bengali paddle. Does anybody know who that is? You're ineligible, Gordy. You've gone to too many of these. Okay, who is it?
No, I'm ineligible.
Okay. You gotta know who this guy is. All right, so it might be a stretch today. I might get to take these prizes home with me, but the idea here is that you get to meet people that maybe you've heard of or talked with throughout the year, either via technical support or maybe exchange emails with some of these people. Anybody know who this guy is? No?
You better tell us.
No, I'm not going to tell you. AIRL had a really good presence here. I did not see Mars. I was kind of surprised they didn't have a setup here. They did last time I was there. But there's a lot of stuff going on. Here's the Collegiate Amateur Radio Program. They had about 20 youth that was there actually at Contest University, which is, again, separate from Dayton. It's a separate fee that you pay to go through that. And they have some really, really good speakers that know a lot. I spent some time at the VEX Center as well as with a lot of the college students, just trying to see where their head was at and see if there was any interest amongst young people in amateur radio. And I'm happy to say that there were quite a few. All right, the next photo. All right, this is one of the guys at ICOM, all right, Ray, and he's kind of a legend. He's there every year, showing off all the new hardware and ICOM stuff, and you can talk to the ICOM people here. Bengali keyers. Everybody heard of Bengali? Okay, that's Bruno Bengali, the grandson of, I think it's Frederick Bengali, who makes the keyers. And I guess if you spend a few $100s on a key, you get a picture.
DX Engineering guy.
It's Tim Dewey.
Oh, Duffy. Partial credit.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tim sponsored Contest University. He's kind of a legend, and he also was at the DX Engineering stage. That's at Contest University dinner. I'm with my Elmer W8JJ and a new ham radio operator that we picked up along the way. So that was quite a nice dinner, and that's where they induct people into the Hall of Fame. These are the best of the best contesters, and here is the CW winner. He had 12,700 QSOs and 27 million points running CW. He's not the best in Michigan, he's the best in the world. This guy is a beast. So you get to kind of talk with people like this and learn their secrets. Another legend in the field, Sherwood. All right, he does radio reviews every year. Bill Sherwood, yeah, thank you. I guess we'll have to give Gordy a Yesu hat for that. He's really at least trying to participate a little bit. And that's the group I meet with at night on 3850. They're from all over, not really the country, but mostly Wisconsin, Illinois, Ohio, and Michigan. And we get together at the flagpole at the Greene County Fairgrounds in Xenia, Ohio, which is where the event's at. All right, with that, really the intent of sharing was to talk a little bit about Contest University, because there's a lot. There's the stuff you can go to the swaps and things like that, but there's also an educational component of it, and it's really interesting to hear from people and get their views. And there's a lot of people that have been around for a lot of years that really know what's going on. So if you ever get a chance, definitely go to the swap. But if you get a chance to sign up for Contest University, please do. Yes.
Was that a gin and tonic? Do I know you well?
It might have been. That was before class started. So, John, why don't you go ahead and take it from here?
Everybody hear me okay? Oh, good, okay. All right. I've been a ham radio operator since 1981, and I've been to Huntsville, I've been to the Winterfest in Orlando, and thought I might have an idea what a big ham fest might be like. I was woefully incorrect. I walked in and saw I took the school bus. I decided to park my car way away. They offer parking away. And I was hearing on the talk end that the lines were long, the traffic, and people were grumpy and all that kind of thing. So I decided, I was on my car and I saw this big parking lot with school buses. So I got to ride a school bus for the first time in many years, and it was fun. It was nice. I walked in and I was just blown away by what I saw. It was lots of fun, something for everybody, you know, from little to quite elderly like myself. And I got to see everything I wanted to see. I even got a chance to buy my young grandson, well, not young anymore, but my rising junior grandson, who's a ham. I bought him a new antenna for his handheld. And I had the delight of handing it to him and watch his eyes sparkle when I got home. I would recommend going to this. I don't like crowds normally, which, you know, why are you going to this? And I learned that there were 37,000 people there, and that's why the lines were long and everything. But if you go, secret, get the pork chop.
Ooh,
okay?
the pork chop sandwich, yeah.
Because the lunch line.
They give you the bun to keep from burning your hand.
Yeah, the lunch lines were unbelievable with the pork chop sandwich. And I've never heard of a pork chop sandwich before. I didn't try it. I decided to get a slice of pizza, which was a lot more economical and the line was a lot shorter. But it was very nice. It was very cordial. It was very well run. I was impressed by that. And I didn't buy the ICOM I was looking for. I thought about it, but then I probably should have, but I didn't. And I have my eyes on the ICOM 9700. But it was, if you're interested in antennas or anything else, and there was a guy selling laptops there if you were interested in computers. It was just a lot of fun. And it was on my bucket list to do. I just turned 71 not too long ago, and it was my bucket list to do ever since I was a young ham to go to Dayton. And I plan to go back. I'll go back. So thanks, sir, and y'all go to Dayton.
Let's give them both a big hand. And John, I've been a ham since 1965, and I've never been, and you just convinced me. I don't like crowds either, but I think I got to do that before the bucket gets kicked.
Where'd you stay?
You know, I've always thought it'd be good to get a bus or a van and go together and stay overnight and not be so stressed by rushing down and back. Maybe somebody can organize that next year. We're at the end of our meeting. We went a little long. I apologize for that. Look at your tickets. Look at your tickets. Somebody's going to win some money. Think of what a 50-50 would be like at a 37,000 person event. All right. It's Nancy, right?
Yep.
Nancy's going to do the honors.
629104.
104, last three numbers. Who's got it? Rob? Way to go, Rob. All right. Meeting is adjourned. If you want to talk a little bit about Dayton, these guys will stick around. And there's a sign-up sheet if you think you're going to come out to field day. Sign up so we know how much meat to bring.
Which, how do you want your money that you can get?